Welcome to the Cinema Gold Show with your host, Larry Leese. Join us as Cinema Gold dives into the latest Hollywood film and TV news and everything in between. Tune in each weekday on your favorite podcast platform.
Welcome to the Cinema Gold Show. I'm your host, Larry Leese. Today, we're going to be talking film and TV, specifically the pros and cons of film industry induced tourism. Have you ever visited a place after watching a movie? About 80% of the people listening to this episode will probably answer yes. Any of you really thought why you were attracted to it? If you're still struggling for the answer, let me break it down for you. This influence that particular movie made on you is huge. And yes, this influence is catalyzed with TV shows and advertisements to pull you into your next vacation trip as soon as possible. Obviously, you'll be visiting these sites where your mind feels tempted and satisfied once visited. The introduction of films began in the early era of 1920s, and since then, technology in many forms, such as television, which featured documentaries, made films more popular with audiences. The marketing team came up with this whole new idea of film tourism. And film tourism mainly deals with the influence it creates in a person. And this interest is catalyzed with the help of creative advertisements, music shows, and top of all that, social media influencers to drag you towards that beautiful place where the characters most uninspired you or you live for was born. What we all need is satisfaction and peace of mind. In this era of the so-called social media life, Instagram has influenced us a lot. In the name of beauty and tourism, in this episode I will be breaking down the positives and negatives of film tourism. The film industry has a stake in the development of a film tourism destination, as with the decision of filming at a particular location. They eventually trigger the interest in this destination, and thereby the potential of this location to be transformed into a destination. Producers decide the budget for the best location, which in turn is funded by teams which needs the best movie crews to handle and shoot their movie at a particular place. Statistics from the UK and USA and other countries shows that some form of collaboration between the film and tourism industries on a larger scale through government-funded schemes that are targeted at promoting the destination for future film locations. The hierarchy effect explains how a person comes to buying a point of a product. Based on the concept, there are 6 factors that impact our decisions: awareness, knowledge, liking, preference, conviction, and eventually purchase. In movies, increasing the awareness is one of the major pillars that is used to capture the mind of the audience. It impacts their knowledge about the destination by showcasing the elements that form the destination, and uses elements such as a storyline and characters to make the destination likable. The main negative concern is such a way that this awareness in humans can lead to the decline of marketing growth of quality product. When a production company directs the filmmakers and the complete crew to set up the movie in such a way that business can be promoted, we miss the element, that fantastic element every cinema delivers us. A movie should both satisfy the mind and perspective of each audience. It is what they say. Because of this marketing strategy that is being raised these days, we are missing that unique blend in movies. Moreover, this is the spots at which the movies are shooted and should maintain and satisfy the needs of each customer. The destination may even have to make costly offers to keep the supplier. When a movie becomes the next big film that year, obviously those shooting spots will gain customer attraction. These attractions can result in overflow of visitors to the spot and end up in exhausting the resources in those areas. Promoting tourism in a particular area can also make an increase in the quantity at which a resource is used. Finding the best sites for the movie location is also a task when compared with other budget calculations. The director needs to fix his budget in such a way that taking into consideration both the concerns of the economy and the production house. The director should be able to think in a long vision and alignment with the production team. If a visitor visits or a viewer makes a decision what all he will be depending on or whether he will visit that particular place. They also need to find the analytics of movies shot at the area and find the art of people visited there and precisely how much is the amount gained from that particular area. Whatever the crew does, the complete brand image a place gets when a movie is shooted at that place fades away. The main reason for this is the major rise in the amount of competitors across various statistics and analytics and finds out the best location for their spot. This can bring in a huge negative effect on movie locations. Moreover, the amount in which the brand image fades away from the user is high when new films are being released each week. In this case, we must say that the development in other sectors will decline drastically. The influence that a movie creates is very high when compared with advertisements done by a tourism group. This can cause a decline in the revenue graph of a complete sector. But now, let's move to the positives. Tourists will visit film locations or book a film tour for a holiday without any previous destination knowledge. This is a huge advantage that needs to be brought into the sight of every visitor. Watching a movie goes deep down into human minds, and this can really help them navigate through each turn of their destination for tourism. Many film locations around the world become the pull factors for tourists to visit. The American soap opera Sex and the City is one of the examples that has become such a big hit not only in the US, but around the world. Hundreds of restaurants, bars, and shops featured in the film turn out to be must-see destinations for tourists visiting New York. Entrepreneurs to brands. This can help entrepreneurs to become a brand. Once a movie showcases the brand image or the real beauty of a particular place, this gets noticed. This will help the local business owners create an impact on the visitors, and if leveraged correctly, can be used to grow their brand. Incentives and benefits. Making a film the next big industrial hit is always a hectic task. When incorporated with tourism, this will be doubled. Along with negatives, there is always a positive side for the above statement. With huge movies comes incentives and benefits. The more people visit a place, the tourist guides will be provided with better incentives and fees. This helps in not only a certain niche, but also a complete domain to scale up, which in turn increases the overall development of the country. With that being said, we're winding up today's episode. We hope you enjoyed it. I'd love to hear from you. You can send us a tweet at Cinema Gold Show. Find us on Instagram at The Cinema Gold Show, and we'll see you for another episode. Have a great day.
You have been watching The Cinema Gold Show. Thank you for watching. Follow us on Twitter at Cinema Gold Show and on our YouTube channel. Just search Cinema Gold. Support the show by buying us a coffee at https://www.buymeacoffee.com/cinemagold.